Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Well, I had an idea this morning, but it's not going to work. That is as low as that trailer will go. I guess my Vader van here is not meant to tow trailers like this. I was going to move this trailer underneath here because I got 27 sheets of drywall here that I was going to unload, because on the very bottom of the plywood, the drywall, we have the plywood sitting in there, and we need that plywood for the stairs. Larry's not coming today, but I thought, well, you know what, I got nothing else to do today, and at least I could do is unload the drywall, get the plywood out, get that ready for stairs so when Larry comes Wednesday. But I failed big time. It won't work on my van. Even though this was a one take, backing this up perfectly. I can back up trucks perfectly. I used to drive 18-wheelers for a living, but I didn't know that that was going to be too low, so I guess plan A is off. I can't roll that myself. This thing is too heavy, especially in the sand here. So what am I going to do next? Maybe I can build some stairs. I got enough scrap wood here. Some plywood, some scrap wood over there. Maybe I can just use. Maybe I can use this right here. Build some steps. I can use this design, which looks like this. Maybe, but just build two. Just build like one here and one here. That should be high enough. They're using 2x4, so I could tear this apart and just use that. Let's see. Maybe not. I was looking on Craigslist for these stairs. These things are like $85 for the metal ones here. Really don't want to use wood, but I almost broke my neck I don't know how many times yesterday doing these going up and down these stupid stairs, catching my toe, and then these things are all wobbly. Whew, it's nice and cool in here. I figure it would be warm because it is hot outside. There's the stairs here. So we couldn't finish this because the plywood that we're going to use, like this, on top is underneath 27 sheets of drywall. So, and we couldn't finish the electrical because my wife wants a switch right here and a switch up there to where she could turn the lights off to the ceiling fan from up there, or turn them on and off from down here. And we have to get a different wire for that. It's called the 3-way wire. The 14-3. And that stuff's not cheap. It's a different wiring. And then we ran out of boxes. And then you said we had regular switches here, but I don't remember buying switches. I just remember buying. Oh yeah, we did. This has got 1, 2, 3 screws. He's telling me these have 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can't really tell here in the dark. So let's go outside. It's the difference between a regular switch and a 3-way switch. This one says off and on, and this one doesn't say off and on because it's a 3-way, because it could be on this time, but then you turn it on upstairs, then this would be off. When you're downstairs to turn it on or off. So that's the difference between a 3-way and the regular. on and off switch. This only turns on and off at one location. This can be turned on and off at several locations. So that's what we had to go buy, because my wife changed the plans again, and we had to get the freaking round box for the outside light. I have to go up there and see if this even fits. He was going to cut a hole for this outside light, like this, right there. But he sees, drew out a square mark, and then when I opened this up, I said, Larry, this is round. It's not going to fit that square. He's like, oh, you know what? You're right. We need a round box, so we had to go buy a round box. And then these things line up. Right here, right here. So these are the kind of things you don't think of when you're building a tiny house. My wife designed this tiny house the way she wanted it, because she's always wanted a loft. And she got her loft here, but man, it's tiny up here. The water heater is going to go in between these two boards. It's going to sit in the middle there, and it's going to sit in that pan, so if it does leak, it leaks in the pan. It don't leak on the wood. But then if it over leaks in the pan and leaks on the wood, it'll go down in the tub, because this tub shower is going to be right there. So it's not even hot up here. It's kind of cool up here also. These bird boards, you're not going to see them, because this is going to be filled with insulation, and that ceiling is going to be closed off with some wood floor paneling that we were looking at. But yeah, I'm surprised how cool it is in here, because it's freaking hot outside at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was up at 6 this morning because, I don't know, for some reason, I just woke up. So we got that taken care of. Now I gotta get down without breaking my neck. This plywood right here, not plywood, this 2x4s here, he's going to build a support wall underneath here. So when we put drywall up, we have something to screw the drywall to. And then that's the handrail right there. I don't know when we're going to put these windows in. We haven't decided. I wanted that little one upstairs, but then I might change it. I might put the little one down here and put the big one upstairs. We haven't come to a complete decision on that yet either. Always changing. Yeah, always changing. But trying to figure out this railing system, how we're going to attach the railing to this, because there's not a lot of room right here to screw something down here. I think he's going to put something against here. He's been, I don't know, hesitant on that, on how he's going to do it, but that's what it's like today. My bathtub. Oh, see that? They're stupid. These bricks move. I got to do something about that. Here's what my bathtub looks like. It's a two-piece. They sell them 3 pieces, but you don't want 3 pieces, because it's like 1, 2, and then 3, and then you got a seam right there. You get a chance to leak. I didn't want that, so I just wanted one solid piece here. Maybe I can use a combination of this wood and maybe some 2x4s just to make some temporary steps. But and my shorts feel like they're gonna fall off. My wife says I'm looking skinny because of this fasting. I'm still fasting. I haven't eaten since 7:30 last night. It's 7:15 in the morning now, and I haven't eaten anything. Although I don't eat until noon, 11:30 noon. I have regular lunch, but I'm losing weight. But at the same time, the weigh scale says I weigh 200 pounds because my wife says it's muscle, not fat. So that's what she keeps telling me. But because she's saying you look skinny. Even my son told me this morning, Dad, you're looking skinny. Even though I never was fat. Uh-oh. Look at him. See him right there? Eyeballing me. You eyeballing me, boy? Look how fat he is. Dude, you need to fast. Holding his belly. He looks like that sloth from that movie Ice Age. So I was out here messing with the spiders last night. And because when you shine the light, you can see all their little eyes glow like little LEDs. And I was walking around here at night because the dogs were barking like crazy. And as I was standing here, I shined the lights. I saw a couple spider eyes, and I saw one right here coming really fast towards me. And when I put the light on it, it stopped running. And there was a spider as big as my hand, but it wasn't a tarantula. And he was like right where that rock is right there. And when I put the light on, he stopped. But then when I moved the light, he would run towards me, and he was coming close to me, close to me. So I reached down and I grabbed a handful of sand, and I threw it at him, and he stopped. And then he came towards me again, so I grabbed a handful of sand, and I threw him at it again. Then he just started hopping, and he ran that way, and then he just disappeared. I don't know where he went. Oh, he went in that hole right there. Oh, I didn't see that last night. Oh, so that's how he disappeared so fast. I don't like that. I didn't like that he was coming towards me, because he was a pretty big freaking spider. So a spider the size of my hand can fit in that hole right there. I think he was like a brown recluse type looking spider. It's a scary looking spider. I hate spiders. I don't know about anybody else, but I can't stand the snakes and everything, scorpions, everything else in my house. Don't bother me. These freaking spiders that I see over there. I am surprised that I haven't found any spiders in that tiny house yet. But yeah, this is war with this spider. When you challenge me, then it's on. So I gotta get rid of this spider. I don't like them. You're too close to my house, spider. You stay over there on Spider Island. You hear me? Get over on Spider Island. I gotta go. My battery's flashing on my camera. I forgot to charge it. Life of a YouTuber. So I finished my wife's honey-do list. She has a secret honey-do list. She'll say something like, oh, I forgot to do laundry last night. I'm like, oh, okay, but it seems like you remembered. That's why you're telling me. And she'll give me a puzzled look. Or she'll say something like today, this morning, she's like, oh my God, the floor is so sticky today. So I did the laundry, mopped the floor. Now I'm going to have my French toast pizza. I think I kind of maybe overcooked it a little bit on this side, but it's going to be delicious. And then I'm going to go out there and see if I can work on some stairs so I can burn all this off. But I'm starving. Alright, so I got my tools all set up. Lunch was delicious. It is 89 degrees out right now. It is freaking hot. And I just got off the phone with 811. No, not 911, not 911. And because Larry said before we can dig for the water, there's a nest right there. We have to call them. They'll come out and they'll mark off any underground power lines or cable or anything like that. And they told me I have to mark the line, so I marked it from here with paint. Graffiti in my yard. This long blue paint reminds me of something. Yeah, it's follow the blue line. Follow the blue line. Follow, 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 follow the blue line. So I marked this right here to run the water to the tiny house. Right there. So before I even get started, I gotta do two things. I gotta hang up those signs over there, because my wife wants those signs. I need to move these bricks because there's shade here. So before the sun hits here, I need to move those bricks. But before I do that, I gotta go hang up a sign there and hang up a sign in front of my property that my wife wants me to put, and that's these right here. I just found out I ain't got no screws, so I think I'm gonna have to go in the tiny house and see if Larry left any nails. I gotta hang this one up over there because I had one and somebody stole it. I had one on that fence over there and they're gone. I don't know who's stealing these signs, but it's been a while since they've been gone though. So my wife's finally want me to change it, but I had a huge roll of wire too, I don't know where it's gone missing, so I'm going to use this to secure these first. Then get to work. Hopefully I'm going to try to build like a 2-step system like this. Use this as my template, length and width and stuff like that. We'll see if I can do it with the scrap wood. One down, uno más to go. That's Spanish, in case you didn't know that. This is Spider Island, I call it here. All these spider holes. That is a humongous hole. Holy mackerel. Look at that sucker. That's probably a tarantula hole. Uh-oh, somebody's having RV trouble. Nice looking truck though. There you go. Out with the old, in with the new. It's sad that I even have to post these. You would think that people would just not go on to other people's properties without permission. Terrible. I got enough wire left over. I guess I can go get the other sign and post it right over here. And my wife took the kids to work with her today because they're out of school for summertime break. And that's how the kids make their money. So we'll help my wife. We have our own business. In case you're new to this channel, I haven't had a 9-to-5 job in about 15 years. I don't even know if I could go back to a regular job. I've been working for myself for so long. You're probably asking yourself, truth? What do you do? Anything I want. Alright, well, I gotta go get the other sign. Started out like a cleaning business, but it's morphed into a cleaning business / personal assistant. And don't work but maybe 3, maybe 4 hours a day. Very rarely on the weekends. Like this last weekend my wife went and worked because I was working on the tiny house. She worked 2.5 hours. But yeah, she's got the kids with her, so she'll get a lot of help today. Let me go get that other sign. I am just pouring down sweat already. Alright, got all the signs up. And I have an old one there that I made. It says, this property under video surveillance. You are being recorded. That's what that one says. But I am pouring down sweat, man. Now time to go move them bricks before that shade disappears. Yes, I'm still drinking the magnetic water. I made a new bottle. I got a magnet there. I got a magnet on top and there. I think the water tastes so much better with magnets on it. So hot. Alrighty, got the bricks moved. I asked my nephew how much it would cost to extend this patio from here to that corner out to here. He's the one that helped me build the block wall and do these here. He said it would cost $1,000 just to do this little area, which is pretty much the size of the yard over there. Because after doing these bricks, it is so freaking dusty. Well, this might be a little bit bigger. Yeah, this may be twice the size to fill all this in from this edge to that edge to the house. It's probably twice the size, maybe 1.5 size. Let's just say twice. About $2,000 probably to do this, fill this in with concrete. I got to measure for the cable to run from there to this house. Keep forgetting to buy that. But I'm going to see if I can make something, some temporary steps out of this plywood over there and some scrap wood here. I got to go get some measurements. Alright, got the wood here. Let me see. I'm going to need, I think I got more than enough room for this. 3 feet. I'm going to need 14 inches and it's 23 inches. I think I got enough material for that. I gotta go get my chalk string. Alright, so I got my pieces cut. This is going to be my first step, my second step. Then I got these pieces I'm gonna line this up with here so this hits the wall and this touches the siding. Then I'm gonna attach them like this with these pieces to keep these two together. This is gonna be the inside, kind of like this setup right here. And then I'm gonna put plywood here on the top. So I got some used nails here. Nail these things together. Building this is makes me appreciate Larry's workmanship even more. I had to make a third one because this middle one doesn't support it. So it's taken me about an hour to get this far through those three, cutting the wood and measuring and remeasuring. Now I know why Larry measures and remeasures so many times. And the heat, I don't have the patience to do this alone. The heat is driving me nuts. My shirt is soaking wet. And I'm glad I'm only making 2 steps. This is the first steps I've ever made in my life, so ain't too bad. It's not pretty, but I think it'll work for temporary steps. My first steps ever completed. The tiny house project. Maybe if I had some thicker plywood, but it supports my weight. And it's pretty big steps. I think I might paint them. Yeah, I think I'm going to paint them and then go test fit it. See how it fits in there. Just check the temperature. It says it's 100 degrees. Man, I am soaking wet working on these freaking steps. But I painted them, but I ran out of paint. But that's what they look like right about here. The perfect size, my prototype. That's exactly what kind of stairs we need. That height. I don't want to step on it so I don't have it touching the wall. With the bottom part hitting the block wall down there, but the top part, not bad for someone who's never built stairs before. Larry's gonna laugh at him when he comes tomorrow. But hey, I kept tripping over those freaking bricks because my wife's got little feet and she made the steps for her feet. And that ain't gonna work. I can't test them because this paint is wet. But I tested them before I painted it on the carport. But yeah, see, it's a good size. I wear size 10. So it's a good distance right there. Walk right up, perfect. But this heat is killing me today. When you come out in the morning and you start dealing with the temperature and you gradually work throughout the day, but I've been going in and out of the house with the AC and getting water and washing my face off and coming out, it just hits you like an oven when you open the door and you come outside. It's just crazy how hot it is today. And the breeze is coming and going. But man, my camera's all dusty. That's going to be it today. I'm supposed to be taking it easy and resting today, and I end up doing all kinds of stuff. Let's check on my girls. It's hot, huh, Josie? You want me to get you with the water hose? You want to get wet with the water hose? Brownie? Brownie hates to be wet with a water hose. Huh? Where's Jerry? Oh, there's Jerry right there. Hey, Jerry! Hey, Jerry! It's hot, huh, Jerry? I think I'm going to throw him in the swimming pool. Clean out the swimming pool. Josie just run up to me, just soaked her down. She loves to get wet. Look at the other two over there. They don't want to get wet. Look at them. Jerry, come here, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. He's like, nah, I'll pass. Brownie hates to get wet, but once she's wet, she likes it. Come here, Brownie. Come here, girl. Come on, Brownie. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nah, I pass. I'm gonna get Jerry and throw him in the pool. 2 down, 1 to go. I'm gonna have to drag Brownie over here. She doesn't like to get wet, but she likes it after she's done getting wet. Look at Jerry. Gotta keep my girls and my boy cool over here. All 3 doggies are wet. Look at them. They're out running around and they're all happy. Cool down. I wet the bed down really, really good so they can get in there under the shade and keep cool. Josie, I wet 3 times already. She loves to get wet. Him I wet twice. Look at it. He's just rolling around the mud. Sprayed all the shaded areas down for them to lay in. Now I'm going to give them some fresh cold water. And that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and take a shower and just start relaxing the rest of the day. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Tune in tomorrow. Larry's supposed to be here. We'll have some more tiny house projects. Like always, leave me a comment below. I answer all comments that I see. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Don't cost you anything. It's free. Right, Josie? Like always, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. And I'm gone. I'm gone.